Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to part 2 of your first quarter reading. This is for January through March of 2022. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, we already went over this. The link to part 1 is down below in the comment. It's a pinned comment at the top of the video. So if you haven't watched it yet, make sure to check that out. But this is what we did in part 1. So in your first row, you have the Knight of Swords, the Temperance card, and the Ten of Wands. And we're just going to clarify through. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords. Definitely a victory coming in for you. Like, I mean, your whole entire first reading was literally about something being within your reach, within your grasp, something you've been trying to accomplish for a very long time. Pretty much every single sign that I've done so far has had something about reaching a goal. I do think the universe is kind of, I wouldn't really say rewarding us, because I think we've been busting our butts for, years to get to this point, but it kind of is like we're finally, I think the collective energy is on some sort of reward coming in for pretty much all people. That doesn't mean things are going to be great and perfect. I want to make that clear, but, a lot of us could be kind of accomplishing things that we haven't seen in a long time. So, but for you, it's a little bit different. Because again, I feel like you've had a very specific goal for a very long period of time. It's like other people, maybe they just want money, and that's not like a specific goal. It is, but it isn't. For you, it's more specific. Like you want to move to a certain place, or you want a certain type of business that makes a certain type of money. I feel like there are Virgo specifics going on here, and this is what it looks like you're accomplishing. I feel like there could be some sort of truth coming out or coming into your life as well. We talked about this in your January 10th reading, the week of January 10th. So you might want to go back and watch that reading, because it was all about some sort of truth coming out, and it's popping into my head in this row. With the Temperance card, you have the Four of Cups. Yeah, you really have everything you need. The Four of Cups, he's sitting here, he's like trying to manifest things in front of him, but he's ignoring these 3 cups, and he's not paying attention to this cup here that's being offered to him as well. So for a lot of you, the Four of Cups, it's a card of contemplation and apathy, but you can read the Four of Cups a million different ways. You could say that he's imagining this 4th cup right here, and he's imagining that he needs something else when he has everything he needs right in front of him. You could also say that that 4th cup is, again, like the one thing that he needs to get going. So I feel like you've been patient. On the Temperance card, this right here is the path to glory in the background here, this path to the crown. So for a lot of you, it's like, maybe you're like waiting for something to be perfect, or you're waiting for something to come in, but I would get moving right now. The Temperance card kind of says it doesn't really matter what your situation is. You can turn anything that you want to around. The Temperance card could be you taking a positive, turning it into a negative. Could also be you taking a negative and turning it into a positive. So I would choose that one, turn a negative into a positive. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Five of Swords. This is you separating away from these little responsibilities. I'm kind of seeing this Ten of Wands as busy work. This energy right here, the Ten of Wands and the Five of Swords. Sometimes I feel like we can take on extra responsibilities that we just don't need to take on. But maybe it makes us feel like we have a purpose or something along those lines. And I feel that there could be some responsibilities like that for you in your life. And I would just, again, this is not a criticism. I'm not saying that you're a bad person for this or anything, Virgo, but I would just, I would look and say, is it worth it? Look at this right here. Even in this diagonal, sorry, wrong camera, you have the Ten of Wands, Five of Swords, Nine of Cups to the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is literally, is the juice worth the squeeze? If you're giving a person energy, or if you're accepting certain responsibilities, is there an exchange of energy? Are you getting something for the work that you're doing or not, right? I would pay attention to that. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the King of Wands. Two of Pentacles really work hard, play hard, like I said. King of Wands is a card of being bold, being assertive, but I kind of feel like this could be love coming in for you. I wouldn't really call this a love reading, but I do feel that there could be a person kind of in the background who is entering into your life. We're going to need to get more details to see where this is going. Here you go. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Page of Cups. Definitely an admirer in your life. What's going on? I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe this is a person who wants to move faster than you want to move, or vice versa. Take out what resonates. Maybe you're dealing with a person who doesn't want to move very fast. I see something here where a person is coming in. There is no cautious energy here, but just intuitively, I feel that there could be a person entering into your life They might already be in your life, but I feel like this person is either too cautious or you're being too cautious. Take it how it resonates. Like I said, let's see where it goes. With the Five of Cups, you have the Six of Cups. This person, I feel like, is very playful, very childlike as well. So I do feel like there's love coming in for you here. Very childlike, playful type of energy. And I feel like it would be a good person for you. I don't really see this as a person from the past. Although, what I will say is that you have the Six of Cups and the Three of Cups. This is like some sort of reunion. I'm wondering if this is a person you know from childhood or you have known for a very long period of time. I really don't see this as a person from the past intuitively. I have like a system that I go through in my head where I make sure that I'm not getting like intuitive feedback that I'm just making up in my head. And what I would say here is I really don't feel like this is a person from the past in the sense that this is a person you've dated. I feel like this is a person maybe you've known for a while. So I do feel like there could be love coming in. If you're not interested in love, I love the Six of Cups because the Six of Cups can be like a gift from the universe, and it can represent being able to move forward. Basically, it can say if you have been experiencing obstacles to accomplishing something that you've wanted to accomplish for a long time, the Six of Cups can represent like the removal of those obstacles or moving past certain obstacles. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. I like this a lot. I actually don't think it's a bad thing if you're taking something a little bit more slowly as well. So again, if you're dealing with a person who's moving slowly or if you're moving slowly, maybe you're both moving slowly, I don't think that's a bad thing. Because Seven of Pentacles, again, is analysis. The Two of Cups is like communicating on the same level. So again, I don't think the speed in which you move forward, even though your first reading was about moving very quickly, I think that was talking about towards a goal. This could be love coming in for you this quarter. And I feel like it's saying the speed doesn't matter. It actually probably will end up moving very quickly because of this right here, the Chariot at the end. So it probably will move forward quickly eventually, but maybe right now you're just kind of like taking your time. But, again, this could say that it speeds up in the future, which I think happens a lot. It's like you get into a relationship, you take your time, you see if it's worth it with the Seven of Pentacles, and then once you figure that out, you're like, okay, let's go, Two of Cups is an amazing card for love because, it says that it's a card of communication. These people, they have the staff of Hermes between them, and that staff represents communication and being able to communicate on a very deep level. So, really nice. With the Strength card, you have the Three of Pentacles, teamwork. Again, if you're looking for love, it could be a fire sign, by the way. Could be a Leo, and could be any sign, general reading. But what I would say here is that this could be a person who's definitely focused on teamwork. For others, you are clearly being recognized for work that you do. The Strength card to me is a card of a display of strength, doing something that requires strength. And the Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work, and it's also a card of recognition for your work. You can see that this guy here, he built these Three Pentacles, and he's being recognized by these people right here. So I definitely feel that for you, Virgo. I feel that some of you could be receiving recognition, or you could be receiving positive, information, or you could be receiving some rewards for work that you have done. With the Three of Cups, you have the Temperance card. Again, there's something here about like needing another person. I think I said this in your first reading. It's almost like there's a person in your life who comes in the form of like a guide or something like that. Like I'm seeing them as a guide, in my head. Like we think of a spiritual guide. I think that in a sense, this person is a spiritual guide, but I feel like they're physical. It could be like your mother. It could be your father. It could be your brother, your sister, your uncle, your aunt. It could be anyone in your life. But I feel like there's someone who plays like a more important role in your life. And that's how I'm seeing this. I feel like they help you move forward. Remember what I said in the first reading? It's almost like someone comes to you with a gift. It could literally be a gift like money, or assistance. Could also be more figurative as well. It could be like information or knowledge that they're sharing with you. I would pay very close attention to anyone who's important to you. For some of you, it's like this person might not be in your life a lot. Like, I can think of plenty of people in my life who, it's like I don't see them very often, but they're very important to me. I'm sure we all have people like that, right? And I'm kind of seeing that here where there could be a person, it's like maybe you don't see them or communicate with them all that often, but when you do, it's like very important. It's, you remember it, right? And so there's something very important about that. I would just pay attention to anyone who is in your life who is important to you. I feel like they have either good advice, a truth, or just good information, or a gift. Maybe they want to help you. Maybe they just want to see you be successful. Could even be a friend. But I feel like it's someone very, that you feel is very close, even if they're not, That's what I'd say there. With the Chariot, you have the Fool. It is definitely time for you to make a move. I mean, I feel you've been getting the Fool with me for years. I comment on this all the time in your readings, Virgo. You always get the Fool. It's always saying you're ready to go. I feel like it's time to take a leap of faith. The Chariot, he is leaving this city that is behind him, and he is going. Where is he going? We don't know. Actually, Virgo, he's got these two sphinxes in front of him. They literally represent a mystery. I'm pretty sure that for the week of the January 10th readings, I said that it's like a mystery. I think I titled that a mystery or something like that. So there is a mystery in your life. It's like you're not sure how you're going to accomplish the Chariot. The Chariot is a victory, but it's like you're not really sure how you're going to get there. Doesn't matter. He doesn't care. He knows that the universe is guiding him. The Fool, he has to start as a fool, and he has to make it all the way to the world. He has to make it through the entire major arcana. So you're definitely kind of like on this big journey, I feel. You're like the Hobbit, not the Hobbit. What's that guy's name? I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I've been doing readings since like 7 o'clock. It's like 3 o'clock right now. So, I'm going nuts, right? But whatever. Okay, what I would say here is like you're on some sort of big unexpected journey, like The Hobbit. I'm gonna go home and watch that movie now, and I feel like what's gonna happen on the journey doesn't really matter. But you're going to destroy. Well, actually, I don't think you're going to destroy the ring. I think you're going to accomplish your goal. I don't know. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Six of Wands. Here you go. Like I said, a victory. Six of Wands, victory, success. Excellence. Six of Wands, the card of excellence. So clearly there's a major success coming in for you. And with the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands. There you go. Page of Wands says go on the adventure, literally. Can't make this stuff up. I think I'm going to title your video The Unexpected Journey. Although would that give me a copyright strike? I have no clue. But anyway, I feel like you're going on some sort of journey. I actually feel like what you're getting is very expected. It's like the goal you're working towards. And it's something you've always wanted, like I said in the first reading, but how you're getting there is what is different, or maybe is a little bit unexpected. Like I said, a really good reading for love as well. I love the Three of Pentacles showing up in a reading for love, because to me, the Three of Pentacles is someone who is serious about working on the same team. To me, it's like someone who is serious about working together with another person. And that's how I see that. To me, this right here is really good for love. Sorry, I keep doing this, but Five of Cups, Six of Cups to the Strength card, Three of Pentacles, Chariot to the Fool. I feel like you've had a lot of disappointments in love in general, but you've always had that, that childlike excitement around getting into a relationship. And I feel like your patience is paying off as far as love is concerned. And you could finally be meeting a person who is very significant to you, or someone who you have a deep connection with in the future. So amazing. Looks really good. Thank you for being here. Make sure to watch part 1 if you haven't already. It's linked up down below. But thank you for being here, Virgo. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you as well at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your quarter.